Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we saved some tieflings. I redid the conversation until we succeeded at our athletics check, and we now can continue on our way. We have a little bit of extra hit points, which is nice. We should also redo our spells because I always forget to do that, then we rest, and we don't get as many spells back as we would like, and we want spells back right now. I should probably not give him cure spells because I think he can spontaneously cast them, if I'm not mistaken. So we should give him actual real spells like Remove Fear. That's a pretty good one. And also maybe something like... Well, he has Shield of Faith as a... Actually, we can find out if he can spontaneously cast spells. He might still have Shield of Faith. Yes, he can absolutely spontaneously cast Cure Light Wounds. Okay, so... We do not need to give him an actual healing spell. Let's give him... Magic... nah, not Magic Weapon. Let's give him Bless. I don't know why I didn't have Bless before, but that is a very important spell. I'm also going to give Camellia Bless, but I don't think she's capable of spontaneously casting.
I wonder.
No, she object bonds with the her alternative skill because she says Shaman.
No reason to
That's
pause.
fine, but that's not what we need. We have no spells there. She has spells per day, so that doesn't matter. Woljif did not get any spells per his level, and I think... Yeah, that's all. It's all good. So that's done, and that's done. And does she have level 2 spells? She has an extra level 2 spell. And it's going to be Cure Moderate Wounds. We do have that one Restoration in case we need it, but we don't at the moment. This church has seen better days. There's also an Abracandaloo over here that needs a firm and open palm. Smash in the face with a scythe. It didn't die, but that's okay.
Surrender or else.
It didn't die again. But we have a surprise round, so that's also okay.
The inheritor. Guide
We missed.
my
We only needed a
blade.
5 to hit, and we flubbed it. We could use a mutagen, but I don't think I'm going to. Can I charge you? Can I charge you? I can charge that one. We missed. Like always.
I'll cut you wide open.
We hit, but not for enough. We can 5-foot step, but not into range of the next one. Oh, maybe into range of the next one.
I'll just have to resort to
Come
brute
on.
force.
Okay, well, it did something and then promptly died.
Too late.
I'm okay with that. 7 damage. It's not too bad.
Into the fray.
Almost died there. We can get a sneak attack going if we can flank
Cover me, all right?
and hit. Hitting would also be a
The
prerequisite to that.
spirit stand your beloved.
These guys cast spells, don't they? What's he doing? Where's he going?
So it comes to this.
I really wish I could roll more than 3 on my attack rolls. I've rolled a lot of 3s on my attack rolls in this particular combat so far.
Endure this.
If I were to map out my rolls, I'm pretty sure I've rolled more 3s than
No
anything
glory
else in this game.
without risk.
Stab you or zap you.
Well, there, that one at least died. Okay, we're good. Let's move people away. That wasn't far enough. She might take an all-around attack. Or it's gonna come back this way.
You made your choice.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I'm not gonna bother attacking with Ember.
count.
The Abracandaloos are dead, and we get some experience for that. We are quite far from a level. We won't level for quite some time. There's a mobility check to climb down there. We're not gonna do that quite yet. I think we're done with this whole section. Maybe we are gonna do that. We're gonna quickly go loot things, though. There's bags of things we've missed. There's a bag there, and there's one couple over there. Those might be armor, but we'll see. Showing us as being right next to loot. Did we just miss some bodies? Oh no, okay, we did just miss some bodies. Alright. There's also a loot over here, which is on the other side of Hullrun. There's a chest here with some random stuff. I thought there was a fight here. Oh, there was a fight here. This is where we fought the centipedes.
Did we find trouble?
And we also
No,
found a giant
they
fly
did.
on the other side of the fence. And more centipedes. Okay. This is fine. We have allies, and also I don't think that they're gonna be too big of a problem here.
Distract them from me.
That one's dead.
Go for their heart.
We already almost killed that one. There's another centipede there. Just not sure if there's more.
You won't stop us.
There's at least 2 more centipedes, okay. Well, that crusader took care of that one for us. There's another fly that also died. That one's going... Oh, that one got killed by Sela. So,
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
the enemies here are not doing
Won't
particularly
survive
well.
me.
The right take you.
We're still in combat though, so what's left? Do we just move up? There's a fly somewhere. There it is. The Crusaders definitely did their work here. That was nice. Good job, guys. Well, let's save. So this is where the bridge we made went. So I guess it is time to go down that mobility check to the last little section of this city. I don't remember what there are for fights down here, though, to be honest. It's been a little while since I've been there. Our next big level is going to be level 8 for us, so we can get that second strength point and get +6 on our strength checks. It's going to be pretty great. Just waiting for our people to gather up, and we're going to go down. Maybe the mobility check will save, because
This is my kind of work.
we did do it okay. Alright, good. There's a couple
Watch
crusaders
out
here.
for trouble.
Just relaxing. Guarding the hole in the ground, pointlessly. There's some wine. Or not. There we go. There's enemies up ahead. Let's save before going and punching them. There's at least 2 neophyte fighters.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm gonna move you here. Then I'm gonna charge this way. There's also a shear. Just as a heads up.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
I'm hoping to kill both of them in one hit. Well, one of them died. Oh, there's a lot more than one shear. Okay. Well,
Endure this.
at least it's a surprise round. We do have one more grease smell, which is
The inheritor. Guide
hopefully gonna help
my
us out.
blade.
Woljif is going to move up. He's not going to be able to cast grease this turn, obviously. We'll give protective luck to Eltimar, and we'll move her up as well. So it looks like the shear is going to go, then the fighter, then us. Woljif isn't for quite a bit, unfortunately, but
Make every strike count.
we missed the second hit on that one. That took a pretty sizable hit. That guy's dead. Okay, Camellia can attack the shear, but needs to back up.
I'll cut you wide open.
5 damage. Ray of Sickening, we got our fort save that worked. We're gonna go back and fight the shear with
To
Sela.
the fray.
It did not die and has a bunch of life still. We need to cast grease on these ones. We want to be able to still hit them, so we're going to try and do the grease so that all of them are on sort of the edge of it. And unfortunately, that didn't work as well as I had hoped. Only one of them fell down.
This
Len
is
took
not
a
my
hit.
time yet.
He'll be fine.
Surrender or else.
Alright, Lan's going to 5-foot step back
You crossed the
and
wrong
kill the shear.
mongrel.
Nice. Alright, good. This is going fine. We're going to move up to,
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
to here, I guess.
So it comes
And
to
then
this.
miss. Because we critically missed. Because all we do is miss.
The
We had a
spirits
chance to kill
demand
2
your
things in a
blood.
single hit, and yet we didn't even hit once. And then we took a hit to the face. Can we get there? I'm gonna move to here. Damn it, I was kind of hoping that she was not gonna hit the edge of that one. Alright, well, that's no
Time
point
to
to worry
share
about
your
it now.
treasures.
Too late for apologies.
We just need to... There we go. That killed all of them. We need to move up and shoot
You
these
won't
sharpshooters.
survive me.
Can we charge through? I mean, we could try, but it did not work.
You are today's sacrifice.
Critical miss. The wizard is down. We got put on the other side of this platform, weirdly.
No glory without
This
risk.
is fine, I guess. Did our horse get... Oh, our horse got back up too. There we go. And, there. Wolchif has pretty good reflex. He might be able to get through. He's a rogue. It also is his own grease, so...
I'll hit you!
Which is a weird statement that I didn't think I'd ever say.
Endure this.
Alright, we're getting back up.
Choice. No fear.
We're still standing in the grease, but we are standing up.
Go for their hearts!
And that was the end of the fight. We definitely just murdered them in a single hit with our pretty good cleaving finish, I should say. Alright, so there's a bunch of grease on the ground. We're gonna want to try and dodge that. But first, let's loot all the bodies. Not gonna take the clubs. I don't think they're masterwork clubs anyways. Neither are most of the other weapons we took, but that's okay. We got lots of carrying capacity. I think, well, we're kind of halfway-ish. Or 2/3 of the way to being full. But that's okay. We'll hit another store before we have to... Oh, there are enemies here. We're out of grease spells now, so there is nothing else we can do about those grease spells. Alrighty, we are going to try that fight one more time. We're getting bad luck with our rolls. Like, really bad luck with our rolls. What if we come up this way? There's a squad of people here. The young mongrels stand before you, their gazes roaming, the demon blood drying on their lumpen faces. They were more talkative before, just as hungry though. Len slowly takes his bow off his shoulder, careful not to make any sudden movements. Get out of here, kids. I don't want to shoot you. Get lost. What are you doing here? The mongrels don't respond. Their gazes come to rest on you, and a predatory gleam appears in their eyes. Let's try to intimidate them. Hey, you tainted freaks. Did you forget what I did to Hasilla? I'll do the same to you if you don't fall in line. March into the shield maze and don't come out till you hear me arrive. Even you lumps will be useful in the fight for the great garrison. The mongrel with the growth instead of an eye hisses at you, then bows his head in submission. The rest follow suit. Okay. So we got some mongrels. Possibly on our side. Possibly not.
Watch out for trouble.
I'm going to see if I can charge the one conjurer I need to charge. There's the evoker. The conjurer's on the other side of him, but at least we can almost do that. Let's get a potion going here. Let's get a potion of enlarged person.
Does anyone require my counsel?
We need to move up just a tiny bit so I can see the other guy, but I don't want to... There he is. Okay.
Can we retreat already?
Hopefully that went off. Yes. We hit him, but he didn't die. He has a surprisingly large amount of life.
I'll cut you wide
The reason we want to
open.
kill him fast is because he casts haste on these
You
friggin'
crossed
shears,
the wrong mongrel.
who caused a little bit of problems. I keep forgetting to mount Sela up. Whatever, it's fine. We have no grease spells. We can use our mutagen though, and protective layer on him. Greater invisibility is also very annoying, but whatever.
You won't survive me.
He's almost dead.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Cover me, all right?
And sometimes we just get terrible rolls. There we go. Evoker and the Conjurer are both dead. No haste spells went off. That was good. We missed our attack of opportunity, which is really bad. Alright, we need to move her over this way.
The spirits demand your blood.
And then miss our attack entirely. Lan needs to move backwards.
Endure this.
That guy's dead.
The light, take you.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Would really, really help
Am I doing it wrong?
if we didn't. Actually, maybe we can try and slumber this year. Of course, it made its will save. Why wouldn't it? I can't take the test attack of opportunity too. I'll
So,
die.
it comes to this.
Probably. My luck. Okay, we're good. No one's dead yet. We only have the one enemy remaining, which is nice. I'm going to try an evil eye him, which didn't work like always. We have terrible luck.
strike count.
Alright, 2 shots on that one, and we're going to try and Freebooter's Bane, the shear.
Into the fray.
Hit him for 24, that's pretty good.
Distract them for me.
Finish this one off. Alright, and we have finally won this fight. It took more attempts than I thought it would. There's also a club with nails, which is a special weapon you can get.
Keep your calm.
It's, I think, a +1 club. I'm going to pause the video for 1 sec, though. Alright, so we've successfully killed everything. And I'm going to grab all the weapons that are lying around. I don't think the club is worth using, but let's take a quick look at it. It's a +1 club that deals an additional 1d3 piercing damage per hit. Unfortunately, no one's really good with clubs. I guess Sela could technically use it. Also, I'm not sure why that happened, but... +8. +8. I guess she's technically good enough with a club that she can use it. We'll just... My mouse is doing something weird. Every time I click, it doesn't drag properly. Maybe its battery's dying. I should plug it in. 1 second. Alright, there we go. That seems to be okay. I don't know. Weird. It was doing something odd. Let's just use the club for a bit. It does an extra bit of damage. She'll be switching back to Radiance at some point, but not right now. The bodies have a variety of wounds. One is covered in burns, others have weapon or claw marks. It's safe to assume that they were decapitated post-mortem. That is not normal. There's nowhere else to go over here, I don't think, and there's no loot to grab. So, let's go. Oh, there's definitely a corpse down there. A neophyte fighter we forgot to loot. This is where we came down. There's nothing over that way. Maybe my computer needs to be restarted soon. It's been a while. There's definitely another squad of a couple sheer up here. Not sure what else the squad consists of, but we can find out.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Abercandaloo and
and
Vermeeks. Those are annoying. I think we need to... Sorry, Vermlex. I think we need to come from the other side and attack the Vermlex first. Their spells are ruthless. Like, their mass inflict wounds is going to kill us at this point of the game. So let's swing around the other side of the square and see if we can't kill them first. We could also go into the house. I don't remember. I think this might be the Murack? No, that doesn't make sense.
Never stop learning. I'll need to review this spell later. Watch out for trouble.
Yet another obstacle.
Alright, let's do this thing. I'd like to point out that our last charge was also a critical miss, and this charge was a critical miss. I don't know why we critically missed more than... You know what's going to be great? When we get that Trickster ability that changes all 1s into 20s, because we will crit every attack because we get so many critical misses. It'll be great. We just gotta survive to get to that point, despite the critical miss swarm we get.
My combat abilities.
Can we please hit this thing? We didn't critically miss. We just rolled a 3 instead. I just want 1 hit. Like, I know some people are like, oh, your save's coming. Yeah, but if we don't, we're just gonna die and we're gonna have to reload anyways. Because if we don't kill them fast enough, they're gonna cast 2 mass inflict wounds, and we're gonna be reloading. So, if you don't save scum, you're just gonna reload anyways. That's what hard mode is a little bit sometimes. Finally, we got a hit. We rolled a 7. I'll take it. A 7 is better than nothing else. Let's get that one. We'll save, of course. Get in here. Killed the first Vermlek. Second one. We can't charge him, but we can get in there. There's an Abercandaloo and a Shear as well. We're gonna try and slumber it, just so we don't get that spell. It did save its throw though, and we're still in a
You've crossed the wrong mark.
surprise round, so we might be okay. Let's try one more. Oh good, it got evil-eyed, good. We're gonna Freebooter's Bayonet. It took some damage.
Stab you or zap you.
Okay, it's dead. Alright, now we just need to kill the shear and we should be fine. I'm gonna try and snumber that one. It worked. Sweet.
You won't survive me.
Shears aren't usually too bad, except they can hit really hard.
Just have to resort to
And
brute
if we
force.
miss all of our attacks, we'll die. Let's try and evil eye it. Nope, saving throw was fine. We're gonna Freebooter's Bayonet.
Into the fray.
We missed both of our attacks.
Distract them for me.
There we go. Okay. We're golden. This is going great now. Well, protective luck on our main character.
Endure this.
It's gonna get back up. It's gonna move up, but it's gonna die.
So comes to this.
All right. So that was okay. We actually did do a critical hit there. 94 damage. It'd be nice if we actually got to see that more often, but eventually we'll get the everything built up. So it'll be fine. Alright, we're gonna go into the house. This is the Murack house. It must be because it's on fire. Which means that this is gonna suck. We might need to rest. I don't think...
Don't mind me.
that there's any way we're gonna be able to survive this without some
I hate the
resist
voice of the
spells.
spirits.
And we don't have any mass resist spells either. Maybe we leave this one here for now. I don't think we have the ability to take it on. Even if we put resist energy in all three of those slots. He doesn't have resist energy yet. Neither does he. And she doesn't have it either. Maybe after we get Darren and come back here. Because he should have resist energy, I think.
I think I did it.
This fire was no accident. It looks like the work of a Murack, a pyromaniac demon. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do it. Let's just move on to the next area. We're going to try and go to the library, but we're definitely going to get fatigued before we reach there, so we should be able to rest. I'm hoping. The library is going to be where we pick up our trickster thing, which is going to be good. Anything to loot that we missed that is any good? Not really. Alright, so the Blackwing library is up here. It'll be a 2-hour journey. We're going to save because we don't have a whole lot of life, so if we get attacked on the way, we might be in trouble. Oh, this is Ninio's thing, isn't it? Shit. I think we might need to rest before we do this particular part. This is definitely Ninio's event. Yep. Can we rest here? Yes. Let's deal with that before dealing with Ninio. We won't be able to do it. We'll get killed. Okay. So she's a +7 to do it, which I guess is the best. He is at 15. That's fine. 12 and 8. Those are two of the best at that. I don't know why we are the alchemist. I guess we're the best at it, but we don't even have an alchemy thing. We could cook a hearty meal though. Let's do it. DC is 20 +5. Chance of success 100%. Let's do it. Hearty meal time. Oh, did I not click on it? Okay, there we go. Begin resting. We'll have a hearty meal. Why did... Well, right, because we had to rest because we didn't do a full day or whatever. Alright, we need to heal some people, and we need to try and treat illness on our main character, who has 2 diseases now. He's got graypox and ghoul fever. Both awesome to have. He's got the best lore religion. I think it's actually Ember now.
Episode is restless. I wonder why.
We got rid of ghoul fever, but we failed on graypox. By 1. And we needed to roll above an 8 for both. We might be able to. Let's give it one more shot. See if we can heal up our character. It'd be nice to not have diseases to worry about. Greypox and ghoul fever are both pretty bad. Or at least they can be.
Yes?
What did we roll this time? 6. We did slightly worse. Statistically, we should be able to roll successes on both. It's a higher probability than rolling failures on both, but a lower probability than rolling one success, one
I wonder
failure.
why.
It's always one of them. We'll give it one more try and then we'll just accept the one disease cure and move on. And we need to do some healing because we're very hurt.
This
Still,
war
even after
must
resting.
end.
Yeah, still no luck. It didn't even roll for the other one. What the? But why? Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's just move on. Okay, let's heal.
Never stop learning.
We need to
We can
use
trust you.
your spells. Actually, maybe just
We'll
Ember
make things
spells.
right.
She's got 7 of them. This should be good enough, I think.
I will help where I can.
Alright, let's move up. Let's do Ninio's thing. We've saved. We're going in.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment.
The woman produces a crumpled piece of paper from her sleeve and takes notes.
An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
The woman turns to you and for a moment she focuses her wandering and distracted gaze on your face. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
The cultist points a finger our way.
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
I shrug, remaining silent.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause.
It seems the cultist wishes to say something, but the woman won't let him.
Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
She produces a pencil and a crumpled piece of paper from her sleeve.
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Actually, it's Azergal, a glaive made of red adamantine.
That is correct. But still, boy, no prompting, please.
The woman turns to you with a glimmer of interest in her eyes.
This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
The woman frowns.
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
It's an aurochs, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two.
The woman throws a vague glance at you.
It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask them some more. They might still manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you. as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
I like they're so keen to answer these trivia questions.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
The woman sighs.
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
The cultist throws his weapons on the ground in a fit of anger.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up! And her entire entourage, too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
The woman makes a note and raises her eyes.
Save the last one for me.
Alright, let's go deal with the cultists. There are several of them. We do have grease again, which is nice. Let's try and, Evil Eye one, which did work. Nice. Let's try and get a grease down. Right on the edge of all of them again. So we can try not to knock our own people down. Looks like 2 of them fell. Divine favor, and we got shot twice.
Shall survive this ordeal.
And then we missed, of course, because why not? We've missed every attack. Oh, there we go. Sela, please do something about this. Did you really only move 1 step? Okay, there we go.
Without risk!
Let's get Protective Luck on our main character so he doesn't die, hopefully. Okay, we could cast Bless, but we're not going to. Let's try an Evil Eye. Same guy. He succeeded this time at his saving throw, unfortunately. And we missed our attack. He's now getting back up and is going to shoot our main character, but missed. Good.
This is
And we're down.
This is not my time yet.
It might be our time because we can't hit anyone. There we go.
The Imperator, guide my
This is now going
blade.
slightly better.
Surrender or else.
Good job.
I'll cut you wide open.
Almost dead.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
There's still another sharpshooter at the back, unfortunately.
I've survived worse. You won't survive me.
Almost dead.
The light take you!
Definitely dead.
Too late for apologies.
There we go. Main character got beaten to death. So did Lan, for that matter. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Maybe we should start crafting healing potions. We don't have an alchemist yet, though. We should get one.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level.
The woman examines the cultist's remains.
What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
The woman turns over the crumpled piece of paper to the blank side. You're absolutely convinced that the answer is red and white, and I knew that already.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canabras today.
The woman makes a note on the piece of paper.
Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
You know for sure that Aradin died not long before the world wound opened and the first crusade began. Nope.
Your answer is correct. Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the world wound was opened. The first crusade started back in 4622.
The woman makes a note on the piece of paper.
Your knowledge would make Mendev's crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Aurilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the world wound, the lord of the labyrinth, or the border acquisitor of the shapeless abyss?
She's the architect of the world wound.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation.
The woman breaks off, looks at you, and catches her breath.
It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Ninio. I am an explorer. a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
The woman blinks several times. Canabras isn't safe. Shall we join forces?
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
Ninio focuses her wandering eyes on us. I agree.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Okay. So, we're gonna switch out Ninio for Camellia, I think. Kinda wish I had spent all of Camellia's heal spells now, but that's okay. Intelligence. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Wait, no, just go with that one. Okay, level 2 spells for her are gonna be pretty easy to do. We're gonna grab Scorching Ray. We're gonna grab Blur. Blur is super important, especially early in the game. That concealment can save our lives, and probably will on many occasions. We're just gonna swap this out and put all of those as Blur. We're also gonna grab some one enlarged person. We're gonna grab some magic missiles. And level 0 spells don't matter. Her spell's gonna be shield though. Oh, it's an abjuration, right? She doesn't do she doesn't do abjuration. She does illusions and as her primary thing. So I guess yeah, color spray is fine. Vanish is also fine, but whatever. Let's grab all the loot here, and we are successfully done this little encounter. Now, unfortunately, we did lose our ability to cast some healing spells
Soot is restless.
when Camellia pieced out, but that's fine.
Yes. Yes. We will win this
Doubt
war.
is the heart's greatest challenge.
We're gonna save our blur spell, but I don't really care about shield of faith for anything really. Oh, right, our grease is still on. I was like, why is everyone falling over? But that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna try and get to the two things done before at least two things done before the siege on
Ask nicely.
Defender's Heart, and those are gonna be the library. Guys, come on. And Darren's house. And maybe... Oh, we needed Camellia with us for a quest. That's okay, though. We'll go back for her at some point and do Horgus Gorham's thing. Alright, so continuing on to the Blackwing library. We'll do the library, come back, hit the party house. Maybe jump over. I don't know. We'll see. We need to do the library first for sure, though. We'll grab the hanged cultist on the way back. We have a random encounter, which is very unfortunate, but it's okay. We'll kill them. It can't be that hard, right? It could be, actually. There's a couple cultist fighters. Anything really nasty, though. Just the fighters? Rookie Marauder and a Marauder Fighter.
Distract them from me.
We just took a... I'm not going to take that much damage off a Rookie Marauder for no reason. Why is it we get the worst rolls? Like, consistently. It's bad. Occasionally we get like a moment where the game realizes we've had enough.
Cover me, all right?
And they're like, okay. You can have a good roll. Until that point, though, they just ruins our day.
Mind over muscle.
Sela, which one do you want to finish off?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
You crossed the wrong line.
There we go. Good job, Lan. Those are some top-notch shots. Who's he using for a bow again? He's using a special bow, right? Yeah, the Wicked Longbow. He's got that sweet +9 to hit. He needs deadly shot too, to give him a little extra killing power, but that's okay. We'll deal with it later. We're almost to the library now. Come on. Nobody cares about reagents. I mean, I do, but not as much as I care about reaching the right places in time. Before the Defender's Heart mission. Alright, so here we are, Caleb, Crusader, something. We're gonna quick save. Do we need some buffs? We'll at least grab Bless.
War must end.
Not with
That's
her.
nicely.
A bright
Who has
future
Bless now? I
awaits
think it's just Lan.
On your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
Okay, let's move up.
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
We'll deal with all the loot later. A stocky knight with a head of messy black hair stands before you. His armor is spattered with blood. He greets you with a deep, booming voice. Ha, Crusaders, excellent. I'm Captain Caleb Sazamal, and these are my men. I'm about to burn these vile backstabbers and heretics here, these pathetic imitators of the traitor Aureliu, who tricked their way into the ranks of the Crusaders. The knight nods at the heap of severely beaten people and a strange elf whose appearance seems jarring for some unknown reason. Sazamal bellows threats at his prisoners, who seem to be in a state of deep shock and utter terror. A strange feeling rises up within you. It's pure instinct. You don't know what you're about to do, but you are certain that it is right. Let's take a look at the armor. We failed. How about the lore religion check? There we go. You notice that the emblems on the armor of the two silent crusaders belong to the Order of the Flaming Lance, but Caleb's armor bears the sigil of the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Strange, then, that he introduced himself as their captain. Something's not right here. Idiots. Stop. Heed my command in the name of Baphomet. The words fly out of your mouth before you can even think them. Some gut instinct told you that this is precisely what needs to be said in this moment, and the words hit their mark. The Crusaders jump back in surprise and look at each other in terror. Oljef glares menacingly at Caleb. Didn't you know, mortal? We're everywhere. Caleb leaps to attention and barks out. Sorely, couldn't have known. We'll fix it right away, sir. An inexplicable feeling of rightness flows through you. You enjoy seeing the look of oafish terror on the faces of the Crusader and his lackeys when you rebuke them for their fecklessness. Stop wasting valuable fuel. If you like burning books, go rig the Great Garrison Library. Our enemies might try and sneak in there. Step to it. There's plenty more where that came from, sir. I'll do everything you've ordered, and just as soon as those Crusaders arrive, they'll be dead meat. I'll go make sure we get make that another 2 barrels of alchemist fire from the Great Garrison storeroom. Things are gonna burn right up in there. Bye, guys. We don't get as much experience, but that is the thing we need to do for our trickster path, so I guess we didn't really need our bless spell, but that's fine.
I sense something.
Books, there's also knowledge arcana checks and stuff. I think this is the first time I've been here in the day, ever. Praise Iamade, we're saved. You came just in time. A blind elf stands before you. He looks extremely strange. His face wears its years heavily, which is unusual for members of his race. Thinning gray hair, a ragged beard, sightless milky eyes, pale papery skin, covered in age spots, a spine curved by the passage of time. This is not typically how elves age. The youth that graces the faces of elves, even on their deathbed, has totally abandoned this decrepit specimen. A bearded elf, how very intriguing. If you please, I'd like to pluck out a hair of that phenomenon manifesting on your chin. In the interest of science, of course. The old elf holds out his hand in your direction in the perennial gesture of the blind, greeting you with an unexpectedly strong and calm voice. Hello, I am Storyteller, and I wish to thank my rescuers, that is, you, if I'm not mistaken. A storyteller, huh? It's the first I've ever heard of a venerable old-timer like that having a street name. Sometimes a person can lose their name, but Mama and Papa are gone, friends are gone, and there's nobody to ask what it was. So instead of their name, a person can pick any word that is good. Everybody has to have a name. Or do they? I don't know. Who are you? The old elf frowns. I prefer people to call me Storyteller. It's very accurately describes the sphere of my occupations and interests. In most of the places I have been, I'm known by that name. When I was little, my mother and father used to tell me stories, but I have no one to tell me stories now. Sometimes Grandma does in my dreams, but I always forget them in the morning. Can you tell me a story? The corners of the blind elf's mouth slowly creep upwards. For you, I may have a story to tell, but perhaps it's you who has a story for me. I want to talk to you about something. The old elf responds with dignity and courtesy, but firmly. In thanks for my rescue, I of course will render you services in turn, whatever that may be. However, at this moment, I wish to be somewhere safer than the present surroundings. My recent adventures have fatigued me greatly, and I'd be grateful if you could help me to a safe shelter of some kind. The stubborn set of the elf's mouth tells you that he won't change his mind. Typically, you do someone a good turn, and instead of saying thank you, they just ask for more help. Go easy on the old elf. He's had a rough go of it. Yeah, because we've had it so easy. We can't not help him. If it was up to me, Grandfather Elf, I'd throw you over my shoulder and carry you out of here. This is no place for old folks. I have other things to do. I'll help you later. In that case, I'll remain here for now. Wandering the city while it's under attack by demons would be inadvisable for a blind person. Don't forget to take me with you when you're going to a safe place. I will, don't worry. I'll bring you along for sure.
I found
We're gonna loot all the
something.
books, because why not, I guess. I believe there's a perception check at this door. Let's see if we can get
Watch
it.
out for trouble.
What's
Oh,
that
it's a
there?
wall. Right, there it is. Hidden wall thing. That's not a door, it's just an alcove, I think.
We will win this
Anyways,
war.
come in here, there's a knowledge check, but more importantly, there is some loot to grab. I don't know why I took that leather armor, I really shouldn't have. But there's also a quarterstaff of coercion. It's worth a good penny. Our knowledge world check isn't great. We're gonna save and just see what our highest is.
It's just not
Why
my
is Sela
lucky day.
selected? Sela is not our best knowledge world checker, for sure. So we'll just try that again, but we'll see what our best person's is. If it's moderately easy to do, we'll go with it.
A success
Oh,
worthy
there we
of
go.
praise.
This is a statue of the mage who founded the Blackwing Library. He cut the wing off a demon known as a rock and hung it above the entrance. Blackwing Library, that makes sense, yep. Loot. There's another knowledge arcana check up here. What is our knowledge world? Plus 12. So we got kind of lucky there, and we might not get as lucky here.
It went
But then,
splendidly.
maybe we will. Some monstrously large demonic blade fell upon the library, splitting the ruins in two, and leaving an enormous black scar. It's possible that Discari himself was the one to destroy this building with his terrifying scythe rift carver. Gonna go ahead and grab that, and grab all this. This is padded armor of focus. Helps with concentration checks. There's a book as well.
Watch out for trouble.
Okay, so let's quickly. The great library of Canabris has been ravaged and wrecked in the most barbaric way. It seems that someone took perverse pleasure in smashing lamps and furniture and tearing pages out of books. Freaking savages, man. Barrels of flammable alchemical substances. Alright, let's get the Storyteller out of here. I think that's everything we need from in here. Oh, that's not quite true. There's still a little bit more loot in this corner. There we go. The other loot is just the padded armor. Who's Clem? The young man with aristocratic features wipes the sweat from his brow and gives you a courteous bow. Allow me to introduce myself, Brother Clem, at your service. Thank you for helping us. We thought we were doomed to perish. There is death everywhere here. Sometimes I think we're all doomed, but then death has passed us by, and we're all still alive. Lan looks at Ember with sorrow in his eyes. But you're an elf. You should live hundreds of years and never even worry about dying. Little elf girls shouldn't even know such words. When children are thrown into the middle of the war, they learn many sad things. That's why we have to win, so that other boys and girls don't have to learn what we did. Go to the Defender's Heart. Those who are ready to fight back there, or fight back are gathered there. The city still fights? Why, that's incredible news. We'll go to our sanctuary, guarded by our order, brothers and sisters. We'll bring them to the Defender's Heart. The Knights of the Flaming Lance have joined the Crusaders as well. We have lots of people on our side now. And Storyteller, we're taking you back to Defender's Heart right now. Please accept my sincere thanks once again, and if I may, please don't rush. I will struggle to keep up with your young legs. We don't have a choice. We have to go to there. We need to bring Camellia to Horgus Gorm's mansion, and we need to do Darren's mansion, and then I think we're good enough that we can do Defender's Heart without worrying about it. But we have one more conversation to do before the end of the video, and it's with Steela's friends. The Defender's Heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, The once bustling and festive city lies in ruins, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like the typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Sela waves to you. She's sitting at a table with the trio you met previously, the knight, the half-elf, and the red-headed halfling. Eltimar, come, let me properly introduce you to Elan, Janna, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. Sela pushes a mug of beer towards you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced Irbeth to use what Janna, Curl, and Elan found for our little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company could help keep the gloom at bay. Sela looks at you hesitantly, as if trying to gauge your reaction. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Huh, let's raise our mugs, my friends. I'm not ready for another toast yet, Curl says. It's not every day that I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Hey, you just gonna sit there with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better, so we have better reasons to toast. Tell me about you and your order, Elan. As stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far to the south in Endorphin. I lost my parents early, led the life of a simple mercenary, but often questioned the path I had chosen. I'm proud of my sword skills. I enjoy training and drills, and I'm not afraid of battle, but risking my life for coin, it takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. You have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many of my friends die and wondered if it was worth it. So in the end I decided to go with another path. Now if I'm going to lay down my life, at least it'll be for a good cause. That's how I ended up in Mendev and became a squire for the Houndhearts. It's a small order. By tradition it never has more than 12 members, and a new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. We patrol the lands along the Wardstone line and provide aid to travelers and settlers. Unfortunately, death is common among the Houndhearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago, after laying my mentor to rest, but I'm content with my choice. My place is among the crusaders. How about you, Janna? How long you been serving in the Eagle Watch for? I signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? Janna lets out an overly boisterous laugh. I'm an apprentice of a famous fencing master from Mivon, and I learned a thing or two from him, believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved with the petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. How about you, Curl? How'd you end up among the condemned? I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums where everyone stole a little, or maybe smuggled or guarded stashes, so... He stares into his mug gloomily. But I never killed anyone, and I've never did anything really bad. I got caught stealing, and when they made me choose between prison and the condemned, well, of course I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good of a fighter, but as Norgobor as my witness, a thief can also be useful in a war against demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster, but I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the city. Chin up, friend. Whoever you were in the past, you're our friend now, and a crusader. Your skills will be useful to us. You'll see. How do all of you know Sela? I met my noble sister on the road to Canabris. I was returning from the south for my fiancée, and I was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iamade. We said our farewells at the city gates, and I went north, along the roads to Dresden, to my order's camp. Elan's face grows grim at the mention of the camp. The demons attacked us there. At the same time they struck Canabris, but we managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. All of my fellow Houndhearts were wounded during the battle on the streets. I'm the last knight of my order who can still fight. It's so good to see Sela again. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sela at the tavern in Canabris, before the attack of course. She was one of the few who would sit at the table with the condemned. Knights don't usually even look at us, but Sela is different. I knew the moment I saw her. That's what made me notice Sela too, so I sat down to talk to her. I never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curl is a great lad, so after that night, Sela and I went around to the taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place. People from all over the world come here for glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble. And they always find each other. This might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people and friends. That was a toast, in case you didn't notice. Sela, did you call me over just because, or is something the matter? I didn't want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Elan is in trouble. I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. Elan shakes his head. Bad idea, sister. I told you. I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness from your friends is no way to live. Curl is right. Eltimar helped me find you. Without his help, I'd still be looking for you all over Canabris. So, Elan, come on. Stop being so stubborn. Tell me more. The young knight shakes his head. In truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Iamade and her friend certainly have more important things to do, especially now that Canabris has been overrun with demons. If I've learned anything in life, it's that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Sela begins seriously, but then a smile lights up her face. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you did was save one cart for some lesser demons, but look how many people are happy now. That feat will never be sung of in songs, but who knows? Maybe thanks to this one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Canabras will find the strength to protect the city. Sela catches her breath. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Alan, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Iamade won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. The knight sighs and seems a little embarrassed. Alright, I'll explain. The life of a crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something else I'd never expected. It's here that I met, may all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her heart for a bungler like me. But I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the Demon Lord Dascari and all his demon army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Canabras. For half a year, I've been getting up my courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweler in Mendev. Independent knightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich, but I wanted to make Kiana happy. Oh, it took me 3 months to find a jewel the same shade as her eyes, and twice that long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek's work was worth it, but I lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring is still most likely at the Houndheart's camp outside the city. Alan and his friends didn't have time to pack up their camp. First the demons ambushed them, then they rushed off to help Canabras. I think we should at least go there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. Final help. Sela puts a hand on your shoulder. Thanks for agreeing to help. Alan is a good man and a true knight, and I think the world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him, so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. Sela, I hope I can convince Irbeth to let me go with you when you do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Of course, if the League of the Inspiring Card has come together in this dark hour, we must continue onward together. And that's going to be where we end the video. Actually, interesting, we're at exactly 12,000 experience out of 15,000. That's weird. Usually getting exact numbers like that isn't super common. That's kind of cool. For now, though, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you next time. Take care.